Hello friends, welcome you all to Polity Simplified series of Jnandeep Academy. Today we are going to learn a very interesting article of Indian Constitution. This article is number 56. It talks about one very important point. It talks about term of the office of the President of India. That is, for how long a person who becomes a President of India stays in that office. What is the term, what is the time period for which a person can continue in the office as a President of India. It is given in Article 56, a very interesting article. Let's try to understand this article. See, the President shall hold office for a term of 5 years from the date on which he enters upon his office. So what shall be the term of President? It shall be 5 years. When we are going to 5 years, we are going to count these 5 years from the date on which he or she enters in the office. 5-year term, and that 5-year term will be counted from the date on which he or she enters into the office. Now, provided that, see, term is there, but there are certain changes, there are certain exceptions, there are certain things to remember. What are those things to remember? Provided that the President may, by writing under his hand addressed to the Vice President of India, resigns his office. It means President gives his resignation to the Vice President of India. Now this interesting point you must remember, President gives his resignation to Vice President of India, Vice President gives his resignation to the President of India. This interesting part you must remember, President gives resignation to Vice President, Vice President gives resignation to the President of India. What second clause says? It says, the President may, for violation of the Constitution, remember this term, for violation of the Constitution, be removed from the office by impeachment in the manner provided in Article 61. So first thing, he can give his resignation to Vice President of India. Second thing, how we can remove President of India? The process for removal of President of India is given in Article 61 of Indian Constitution. Third thing, what is the ground for removal of President of India, or what is the ground for impeachment of President of India? There is only one ground given for impeachment of President of India, and that ground is violation of the Constitution of India. What is the ground? Violation of the Constitution of India. Remember one important thing, keep it in mind, the term violation of the Constitution of India is not defined anywhere in the Constitution. I repeat once again, the term violation of the Constitution is not defined anywhere in the Constitution. The President shall, notwithstanding the expiration of his term, continue to hold office until his successors enters upon his office. So, if at all there is end of the term of 5 years of President of India, still he will continue in the office until his successor assumes that office. So President can continue, or President may continue in the office for a period more than 5 years, but in which case, unless and until his successor enters upon the office. This is very interesting thing. So all these things shows that there is security of tenure to the President of India. Now what it says, any resignation, now we have seen President gives resignation letter to Vice President of India. So any resignation addressed to the Vice President of India under that clause A of this Article 56 of the proviso, clause 1 shall forthwith be communicated by Vice President to the Speaker of the Lok Sabha, that is House of the People. So we are getting clear-cut line. What is the line? President gives resignation letter to Vice President, and Vice President communicates this resignation letter to the Speaker of the House of the People, that is, he communicates this resignation letter to Lok Sabha Speaker. One very important point that you must remember for this particular aspect. Remember, these are very small and basic things which are normally not covered in our books, which we generally forget. That's all. Thank you.